Hey guys, Chronically Jenny here. It's been a while since I sat at this desk and had a chat with you, but today I'm going to be talking all about the Royal National Orthopaedic Hospital's Pain Management Rehabilitation Programme, which I went on about a month ago now. It seems like forever ago, but like it was just last week at the same time. But hopefully this video will tell you all you need to know, everything I've learned, and some of my top tips for those that are going on the programme. I did vlog all through my time there, so you can check those out, and I've put together a playlist of other helpful videos that they gave us on the course which you might find useful as well, so make sure you go back and watch those if you want to find out what it's like to be there in the moment. So the rehab programme is all about three things. It's about occupational therapy, physiotherapy and psychology. Some people get a little bit scared when they hear the psychology thrown in, but it's so important. And it's not saying that your pain or your illness is in your head at all. Not at all. I'm telling you that now. Not at all. It's about working with your pain and learning things like communication and how you can talk about your pain and work on your relationships with others, and also work on the anxiety and low mood that you might get because of your pain, not because they think it's caused by any mental health issue. Obviously, if you do have other mental health issues, they're there to help with that as well, so it's great. Physiotherapy is really important. I've had a lot over my years before and after diagnosis that's never been super helpful. Some of it is because I just wasn't in the right place and I wasn't ready, it wasn't the right time, I was having surgeries, but some of it was just not right for people with hypermobility. So it's great that these people know exactly how to work with hypermobility, but also a wide spectrum of conditions. There were 8 of us in the group. 5 of us did have hypermobile Ehlers Danlos Syndrome, but other people had a range of conditions from CRPS to CRMO, and they treat any kind of pain. And that's the great thing about being in a group, is that no matter what condition you have, the experience of chronic pain is universal. And occupational therapy, if you've never had it before, it basically teaches you how to work with your pain and do things that will make your life easier. For example, if you've watched my previous videos, I got myself a hairdryer stand to make drying my hair with my pots easier. So it's little things like that. So for me personally, we worked on cooking, we worked on how I can manage going to events because I struggled with that last semester at uni, and what else? And we worked on ways of making kind of laundry and that kind of thing a little bit easier. But they'll work on anything you want to work on. For some people it was art, for some people it was driving, for some people it was being able to write, lots and lots of different things. They'll help you with what's important to you. Your timetable looks a little something like this, and you get the whole 3 weeks on day 1. There will be a lot of gaps, but as you can probably see, there's like little pencil things where they pencil in your physio and OT and psychology 1-to-1 sessions. You get physio and OT most days, and then you get psychology once a week. All the other bits and bobs on there are group discussion talks on various topics, from pacing to making change, to nutrition, to medication management, to playing on the Wii. That was fun. But there's also a lot of relaxation and talking about pain and where pain comes from, and you really get a big insight. It's way too much for me to talk to you about. Every weekend you set weekend goals. So these are basically to see how you're doing over the weekend with the stuff you've learned that week, and I'll come back to goals a little bit later. You also start pretty much every day with a mindful movement session. This is just a relaxing movement session just to get your body ready, and I will link a video down below of them showing you what to do in mindful movement. And however I've not been keeping up with it too well, it is really important just to get you relaxed and get you in the right space to be ready to move properly a little bit later on in the day, whether that's in the gym or just in physio. Although you have lots of one-to-one sessions which are personalised to you and your body, there is a lot of group work, so be prepared to make friends. We had the best time in our group. We ended up going out together. We went to a local temple, which is really good to go to if you're going on this course, and just had a walk around and chat, but also on our final week we had a little movie and karaoke night, which was the most fun. We have all stayed in contact, and I'm actually seeing my friend Sally, who features in my vlogs quite a lot, on Wednesday, and I'm so excited. I think one of the biggest things you gain from this programme is actually being with people in real life that share your experiences with pain. I know I love this community and I talk to all of you guys so much, but it's amazing to be in the same room as people and be like, oh my god, me too. It's a really wonderful experience, so be prepared to make friends and stay friends with these people, because we've definitely been helping each other keep an eye on our goals and make sure we're staying on track. Talking of goals, the whole point in this process is for you to set some long-term goals. Now, you get a 3-month follow-up with them and then a year follow-up, and you set goals for each of those occasions. So I have 5 goals and we did it in a little plan, which I'll show you. So your goal plan looks a little bit like that. It's just a table, and what you do is you say what you want your goal to be that's realistic for the next 3 months. You say what would be worse than achieving that goal, and then what would be better and what would be even better. So for example, I've got on there to go to the gym, or I've got to do exercise once a week, which isn't that specific, but it left it open for me to go to the gym, to go swimming, to play badminton, etc. So then better would be twice a week, even better would be 3 times a week, and not achieving it would be not going at all. So my other goals are to do with pacing, communication, relaxation, and eating properly when I'm at uni, which if you watch my vlogs, you'll realise I don't do quite a lot. But it's really important to have these goals and to have them so you know exactly what they are and you can keep track of where you're at with them. As I say, my gym one is going really well. I'm doing better than expected, but so far my relaxation one is a bit but I know that, and I know I need to improve that. The other thing you will do is a flare-up plan, which looks a little bit like this. Ignore my scribbles at the top. So basically you put in what the trigger for the flare-up is, or what's difficult because of the flare-up, and then what you can do about it. And I think what's really important with that is that it means if you're having a bad time and you can't really think straight of what to do better, you can refer to the flare-up plan and be like, oh yeah, I can do this. Like, oh yeah, I've got food in the freezer if I can't cook. Or, oh yeah, let's put some biofreeze on, that will help my muscles. I kind of forget when I'm in pain that that's what helps me. But it also tells you what to do moving forward. So you can see if there was a trigger and maybe change the way you do things in future to not cause a flare-up. If there was no reason for the flare-up, you are able to communicate what happened, and also just go back to baselines when you're exercising and that kind of thing, and reassess your energy levels. And that's what I'm going to have to do a lot when I'm back at uni. But I've already done it. I've had a few days out of the gym and not felt very well, gone back, and I'm only able to go back to 3 minutes on the cross trainer rather than the 10 that I've managed to get up to generally. And then I just build it back up. So I did 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes. Another thing which the programme offers is friends and family night on the 2nd Tuesday of your stay, and it was so helpful. The lady who runs it is lovely and so informative, and my family were really, really impressed with her. I had quite a lot of people come with me, but I think it's really, really important, if you can, to take as many people with you as you can. Because although it's great me doing things like this and telling all my friends and family what I've done. It's nowhere near the same as having them there with a medical professional telling them what the program is about and what they've done. And yeah, it was really helpful just to get the same language going between us, so that now if I talk about pacing, Mike will understand what it means. He makes a little bit of a joke out of it, but he knows that if I need to do something more gradually, it's because I'm trying to pace, not because I'm lazy or I'm bored or I don't want to do what he wants to do. And similar things with the rest of my family. They just understood a little bit more that I am in pain all the time, and although it might not look like it, it does affect me every minute of every day. And especially when they saw me sitting on my gym ball and fidgeting and moving around and getting up during this meeting, they kind of saw what I'd learned. And it was also important to tell them about my baselines, which basically is how long you can sit, stand, walk for without your pain increasing too much. And when we assessed mine, they were much lower than even I thought. I could only walk for about a minute and a half without my pain getting excruciatingly bad. But if you follow me, you know I do dog walking and that kind of thing, and I've never really thought about how much pain it's causing me. So it's just about kind of doing that minute and a half, stopping, having a move around, and then carrying on, and just doing it really gradually. So this was probably a really long video, and I've probably rambled a lot. And there's no way of me expressing how good this program was to you without you going on it yourself. If you are going on it, I hope you've learned a little bit about what to expect. And if you aren't going on it, if you're in other countries, I hope you've learned a little bit about the ideas and techniques that you might want to try or bring to your physio or occupational therapist to kind of talk about and discuss and see if you can work on to help you move forward. If you are in the UK and do want to try and go on this program, I've heard through the grapevine that referrals are closed at the minute so that they can clear a backlog. But if you do want to do it in the future, there's a very kind of good pathway of doing it that EDS UK told me about. I'm very thankful to EDS UK because I definitely wouldn't have known about this program without them. So I hope that some of you hear about this program and might want to try it. Basically, you have to get your GP to refer you to a local rheumatologist, and then from there your local rheumatologist has to refer you to Stanmore. You'll then see a specialist there, and then they will refer you to the 3-week program if they think you're suitable. You'll then have a pre-assessment appointment, and then they'll arrange your 3-week program, whether that's in the hospital or the hotel, depending on your needs. It was difficult for me trying to get the referral to Stanmore to just see the specialist in the first place. The local rheumatologist I saw just wanted to discharge me because she said there was nothing left they could do for me. It's not true. Advocate for yourself and do not let them tell you no. If that is what you want, you go for it. Find a different doctor if you have to, but it's really key to know what you want and express what you want clearly so that you can just go and see the specialist. It might turn out that the program isn't right for you, but I think especially if you've got Ehlers Danlos Syndrome, it would be really important just to go and see the specialist and be assessed for it whichever way, and potentially diagnosed for the first time depending on where you are in your journey. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. It's been so nice to chat to you. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me, please hit subscribe. I always love hearing your comments, and I'd love you to let me know your experiences of the Stanmore 3-week program if you've been on it. But also let me know any videos you'd like me to do in future. I will see you soon, guys.